Hello everybody on the interwebs. This is the crossover battle presented to you by the Magma Cleric Productions. Right here we have...
Marcus, aka Magma Cleric.
And here...
Eric the Wild Red Ranger from this Morphin Time podcast.
Okay, and I am your host, Alex, the crossover battlefront whatever.
Or as we like to call it, scenes from a bag.
Okay. Okay, what this is it's basically debate club. In here is that we have names of various characters from fiction or, not fiction that usually people are going to have good bit of knowledge of. There's going to be some that are going to be obscure. Basically what this is, it's like Fight Club. Both of these gentlemen are going to be getting one name each. I will be drawing out the name. Each name is on a piece of paper, and they will have to provide facts for me to allow me to judge which one would actually win in a knockout fight. Are both of you ready?
Yes.
Ready?
As ready as I can ever be.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Now, would the two of you prefer if I reached in and grabbed something myself, or do you want to reach in?
You reach in.
Yeah, you reach in.
Okay. Who wants it first?
I'll take it
Age
first.
over beauty?
Alright. Let's reveal it at the same time so we both know what's going on.
Alright.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1, I've got guy from Gokai Silver. You see what I picked out? It's Gokai Silver.
Very nice.
And I have Goldar.
Oh, that's a Power Ranger battle.
We did not plan this.
With the two hosts of his Morphin Time.
The worst part is, I wrote that, he wrote this, likely.
Actually,
he didn't write that.
I didn't write that. He did.
So that's the out of left field one you were just telling us.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty. That goes to him. Those don't go back into the bag.
They'll just go right here in my pocket.
Alright.
Okay,
so
gentlemen.
how much time do we have to argue?
Just a few minutes. I'll let you know when we're done.
Are we doing any openings before we get into the back and forth, or?
Yeah.
Alright.
Go, sir. Opening statement. Make your case.
Alright. So, guy, Gokai Silver. The man, the myth, the legend. What every fanboy wants to be of Super Sentai. He is the definition of the fanboy for Super Sentai. He will downright beat Goldar hands down. That's my opening statement.
There you go, Eric.
Yeah, here we have Goldar, the General to one of the most well-known villains in Power Rangers history. Rita herself, who has lasted through the entire season, has gone against one of the Red Rangers himself, toe-to-toe. Has survived till the end and beyond, multiple seasons. He is loyal, he is a great fighter. You can't beat that with a fanboy.
Okay.
Remember,
be civil.
Let me tell you about your Goldar, the chicken-winged monster. The man, the guy who is basically Rita's backhand man, who can't get anything done. In fact, he is so incompetent, he becomes the running jokes butler. Bulk and Skull, he becomes their servants. That's how incompetent he is. But Gokai Silver, he brings the team.
Wait a minute with that one. They got their memories back, and they got revenge.
Yes, but guess what? They still helped them out in the end. In the end, they helped them out. And then they're like, should we be good? Should we not be good? When Gokai Silver comes together, he's like, guys, what are you guys doing? You are misusing these powers. You don't know who these powers are. This is what we need to do. This is who this is. This is a living legend.
Yet somehow he has trouble identifying Rangers from simple clues. And He actually waited and decided, do I want go on silver or go on gold? Oh, what a tough decision. Just fucking choose. He is so much of a fanboy that actually drops him down and actually stops him from fighting. Goldar, hey, there's a fight going on. I'm the general. I'm going to fight you myself. He's done that. He's gone against the Rangers multiple times.
Yes, he has gone against the Rangers multiple times to only be beaten by them because of his incompetence. Yes, he starts off strong, but he comes out as an idiot. Okay? He didn't even know what Ivan Ooze's egg was. He was confused by it. He's like, and he's such a chicken shit that when Ivan Ooze does come up, he goes, I guess I'm going to go from Lord Zed to Ivan Ooze, because Ivan Ooze, you're the best. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, when Lord Zed appears, he jumps teams again. He goes, Rita was weak down with Lita. It's all about Lord Zed.
Well, you know what we call that, looking out for your own interest.
And he is a coward. Yes, he starts off strong, but he ends as a coward. And he is so bad that when Zordon dies and gets shot, his energy wave gets shot across, he turns into dust. He can't even be turned into anything because he's so incompetent.
Maybe because he's not human enough. He's a monkey in armor, for fuck's sakes.
And armor. Let's speak about armor. Gokai Silver brings one of the best battleizers.
No, you are not calling that the best battleizer.
Oh, yeah.
First off, that doesn't even qualify as a battleizer.
Oh, that qualifies as a battleizer, good sir.
Not used by Red Ranger. First off.
Actually,
and also,
it does get used by Red Ranger.
Multiple Rangers, too.
Okay, it does get used by the Red Ranger in one movie.
But it's not exclusively his, as what battleizers are.
They are bringing it together, and they're making it, they're getting away from the cliche. You know, something you like to do, get away from the cliche. So yes, Super Sentai is getting away from the cliche by, hey, let's have the Sixth Ranger have the thing. In fact, let's give him all the powers of the Sixth Rangers. Which
looks distracting as well. Hey, here's all these multicolored faces. Just like, oh hey, here's white, here's green, here's gold, here's silver, multiple, like, jeez, it's just a mess.
Yes.
And it's an anchor. I guess Fire seems like seriously an anchor. That's what your battleizer was.
Pretty much, I mean, it's better than not being able to be recast as your alternate self, like, Goldar, who was Gryffazor in Super Sentai in Zyurangers. He was Gryffazor, and then he got turned into Ultimate Gryffazor in the Dino Charges Zyurangers Super Sentai. He came back for that movie as a cool, badass, awesome one, but he can't even get that in Dino Charge. They make that form a regular monster because Goldar was useless and pointless to the point. His ultimate
even
form.
those throughout Power Rangers, they have used high-powered people for just set dressing. In Ninja Steel, you see Jellica in the crowd cheering on. They actually reused one of the Ninja Storm's more tougher enemies that upgrades the Kel'Zac, if I'm correct with Ninja Storm.
Yep.
They used her, that beetle one, they used a part of her in Dino Charge. And they just used part of Necrolite, one of my favorite generals, as well.
Yeah,
so yes, they reuse it. That doesn't mean he's any stronger or lesser because of that.
But what I'm saying is, at least, you know, you got the cameos. No American Power Ranger fan is going to know what that monster was. If you are a Sentai and American Power Ranger fan, like we are, then yes, you will know that that is Gryffazor's ultimate form from the Kura Ranger 100-Year Best Friend movie.
100-Year Best Friend movie.
I think it's something else. It's 100-Year Farewell or some shit like that. Anyways, it is to the point where he doesn't even get recognized in there. And in fact, the actor who voiced Goldar came to Saban and said, I would like to be Goldar in Dino Charge, since you have his ultimate form. I've seen the Sentai. And he told him no because Goldar has lived out his purpose. As being starting off as a high general and ending up no more than a foot soldier, he might as well have been a putty. That's my closing statement.
Yeah. Closing statement?
Yes. Goldar is memorable, though. Everyone knows Goldar. Everyone does. You know Goldar. Melvin knows Goldar. You know Goldar. Everyone we know, everyone in the Power Rangers fan base knows who Goldar is. He survives through all this and the bullshit that Power Rangers goes through. He has taken on the Power Rangers for multiple years. Yes, incompetence may be in question, but he has still proved in his service.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. The whole incompetence thing kind of gets you, because that just kind of shows that he doesn't have, like, the better thinking capability to actually be able to take advantage of something without it being pointed out to him by a minion. And the fact that you've brought up that Goldar is completely used differently in the Power Ranger series than in the Super Sentai. But that's a lot of information on Goldar. I didn't really get a whole bunch on Gokaiser Silver.
Alright. Yeah, I kind of failed on that part.
The only thing I heard was he gets powers from the other 6 Rangers, but you didn't go into saying what those powers were.
That is the powers. He gets.
It's just a battle.
Yeah, it's they go in. He gets all of their powers.
Well, not
my Ranger fans out there know what I'm talking about.
Not all their powers, but he just gets a power boost from them.
Yeah, but you did not bring that up during the debate.
Yeah, that was my fault, guys. That was my fault.
You need to actually remember to bring this stuff up.
I was grilling too hard on Goldar.
You're being too offensive.
Through lack of giving out abilities on Gokaiser Silver and just pointing out the incompetence and lackluster American performance, based on the argument, it's actually really, really hard. You did equate Goldar to being a putty from how he was being used later on. But you didn't say anything about combat prowess.
Right.
For Gokaiser Silver, and that's what's really having me lean over to Goldar.
So
Since both of you brought up that he started off as a general in Rita Repulsa's army and repeatedly fought teams of Power Rangers. And actually went into battle alongside the faceless minions.
Right.
So I have to give it to Goldar.
Okay.
I did not think I'd win that. Because Mighty Morphin's one of my weaker subjects.
and it's hilarious, because honestly, you seen Mike Drew, there was no possible way that we would have drawn the two It's Morphin Time podcast people would have, there's the dog, we would have gotten the two Power Rangers.
Okay. That is 1 to Eric, 0 to Marcus. Now this is a best 3 out of 5. So if you win 2 more, you're the victor. So you got to get some victories.
Yep.
Who wants it first?
Let's let the winner have it the last time.
Don't say what it is just yet.
I didn't even look at it.
Slips out of my fingers. The bad side of paper. Okay, Eric, what do you got?
Brad Evans from Wild Arms 2.
Okay.
I've got Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars era.
Oh.
Okay. Opening statements. Eric?
Straight out of the gate, this guy's a war hero. You start his part of the story before everyone meets in Wild Arms 2. He is running because he's a soldier. That's all he knows how to do. And that is just the beginning. As you go through the game, he gets an arsenal from rocket launchers, like hand-thrown grenades, railguns, to an orbital laser. This guy is the weapons expert and is qualified to use every bit of it. And there's something I'm saving for discussion. On to you.
Okay, Marcus?
Alright, so you want to talk about war heroes. Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Clone Wars saga is starting his war hero here. He has gone from being a Padawan to a master now. He is the master. He is training the chosen one, aka Anakin Skywalker. He has his hands full with that. Not only does he have that, he has the durability of being able to survive a bunch of different stuff and keep walking. I mean, the man had a basically wild animal alien attack him, nearly wounding him, and he patched himself together with some leaves, I believe, and continue on looking for Anakin. They was on a remote mission on I can't remember what the planet was. But not only that, he is trained in, I believe, 3 different styles of lightsaber training, and he is an excellent force wielder.
Okay. Fight.
Alright, so, the Jedi, weren't they the peacekeepers first?
Yes, they were the peacekeepers.
They weren't soldiers. They weren't even the common fighters. This guy has been boots to the ground in military service in a world where it takes about 6 elite individuals to conquer an anti-terrorist group, and that is before the entire world is together. And he is in jail. He is part of Wild Arms, which is anti-terrorist. But you want to know what keeps him in check? He has a bomb in his neck. He gets full-on Suicide Squad.
You speak of Suicide Squad, and you don't bring up the horrible movie that is Suicide Squad. Okay.
Because I prefer to let that go.
Okay, so Obi-Wan Kenobi, yes, Jedi are peacekeepers, but that does not mean they don't get their hands dirty to keep the peace. They have gone out on missions to go to worlds. They fought the Mandalorians. In fact, Obi-Wan has fought Jango Fett before. The first time was on the little clone platform where him and Jango was fighting in the rain, which was awesome. And he got shot in the leg and still got up and fought the man.
Oh.
Okay? And then he fights a droid. He has a droid that has 4 lightsabers, 4 arms now, and swinging them around like fans, okay? Not only does he beat that, he does it in an uncivilized manner. He has to get his hands dirty by touching a blaster and doing the uncivilized thing, because blasters, sir, are so uncivilized.
Oh, blasters are uncivilized. Seriously, we have the Jedi peacekeepers who think it's bad to touch blasters. Again,
Obi-Wan thinks it's bad because blasters are, as I said,
uncivilized. War gets messy. War is always messy, and that will never change. But, a wound to my leg. You want to know what Brad did? In order to make sure that his team survived, he ripped the bomb out of his neck. He full-on detonated himself to destroy a planet and an entire room filled with doppelgangers of himself. He had that, and he walked out. And, you want to know what his weapon of choice is? A metal glove. He's not afraid to take his problems on head on. Oh, is that a giant machine ready to chew me up? No, fuck that. Boom! Straight to the face. That is how he solves all his problems. He is a brute force kind of guy. But, that is how he knows what he is. That is how he solves his problems. It has worked for him. Is he the leader of Wild Arms? No, but he doesn't need to be.
I have have to concede I don't have anything that Obi-Wan can go up against that. I have to concede on that one, guys.
Okay, so that's 2 for Eric.
That's just holy.
I'm a fan of Wild Arms, especially Wild Arms.
And like
And
I really couldn't
it's
do
been-
anything because I don't know anything about Wild Arms.
Okay, would you care to elaborate on Wild Arms? Special plug-in, people. Go watch
Wild Arms is basically a lesser-known Final Fantasy series. Each
Okay.
one takes the name of Wild Arms. It has the same sort of setups, but Wild Arms 2 is the one that I was the first one. That was the first one I came across. It's Wild West themed, and it follows Ashley Winchester, Brad Evans, and Lilka, if I'm saying her name right,
Okay.
who are part of the anti-terrorist group Wild Arms.
Okay.
And there's a terrorist group called Odessa who's trying to destroy the world to basically re-cleanse it.
Okay. Basic plot. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff along the way.
And how technologically advanced is this?
Well, as I said, you have a guy he has a man capable railgun. He can just pull it out and fight. But the most you really see is guns. It's more magic than tech, but there are stuff like firearms around.
Okay. You could have kept fighting. It would have given you a chance.
There's no chance after that big ass rant. I mean, Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars. I mean, unless you read the Obi-Wan books or the Clone War books, and it has Obi-Wan in it, he doesn't do a whole lot in that.
And I'm not
beside
kidding.
the movie.
I'm not kidding with that. He goes head on. Like every fight, he does not ever take that glove off. He will just punch everything.
So I gotta catch up twice in order to tie it.
You ready?
Yeah, I hope so. That was a big deal.
2-0. Who wants it first?
I'll take it.
Ready, Eric?
Yeah.
You're doing pretty well, man.
Well, I lucked out with Goldar. I lucked out being able to.
You also kind of lucked out with him conceding.
Yeah,
Well, that was more my fandom geek. Alright.
What do you got?
I have Ryu from Street Fighter.
What do you have?
She-Hulk.
Oh, it's a Marvel vs. Capcom!
Okay.
And one of my favorites.
Okay. Marcus, you're first.
Okay, so Ryu is a wandering warrior who was trained underneath Gokai. Gokai was the one who trained him along with his brother Akuma, but Akuma left because he had murderous tendencies and the Satsuno Hado, which is the evil energy of the Hado. And Ryu, who sought after Gokai and was trained for years with his best friend Ken, eventually they hear about the Street Fighter tournament and they go into it. They go around the world defeating multiples of people with the Shuriken, the Hadouken, and the Hurricane Kick. And, he's an all-around general awesome ass dude.
Alright, so with She-Hulk. Jennifer Walters. We all know Hulks. Big, mean, don't get him angry. But Jennifer Walters is in control. She has a lesser take of it because of the blood transfusion from Bruce Banner. But that doesn't mean she's not any less of a badass. She is intelligent. She has her own law degree and practices law right there. And part-time, she just goes out and kicks ass. She's part of Avengers, I know you feel about that.
Okay.
But she's also part of Avengers. And she's pretty much a whole... not backup plan. We don't have Hulk, here's She-Hulk.
Okay. That's it for your opening arguments?
Yeah, I was getting a bit into my main stuff.
Alright.
Alright, so She-Hulk, yes, She-Hulk is the ripoff of Hulk.
No! I have problems with that. Yes, she is another Hulk, but you also have Red Hulk and Red She-Hulk. She has her own different story. She doesn't rage out. Yes, she gets green, she gets tougher, but she's in control at all times.
you know that's cool and everything. But I believe the only reason why she's in control is she didn't get that much gamma radiation from his blood, because yes, she got shot and he transferred his blood into her.
Only available donor at the time, and yes, I will say she got a lesser dose, but the circumstances.
Okay, so your strengths, you know, She-Hulk can lift and throw giant-sized rocks and stuff. Ryu can do that, and he's a normal human being. Ryu has shuriken straight through a mountain at one time. And point in his life in the comics has shuriken straight through a mountain. A normal human being who is not gamma infused, who does not have to have his screen green, and has done that. And has resisted the temptations of basically of his evil side multiple of times. But when he does go into his evil side, he gets the demon mark. Basically, he floats over to you, grabs you, you get knocked the fuck out because you got 18 hits hitting you, and then he stands there, his symbol explodes, and you die.
Oh, that is nothing for She-Hulk. She fights stuff on her level, a higher level than that every day. She has her own rival who, in one of the comics, granted this is a newer one, busted into her law office and just pummeled the ever-loving shit out of her and just took it completely into the mountains. She was just slung right into the ground. Just pummeled left and right. And she is also an intergalactic lawyer. She is appointed by a cosmic deity itself to settle certain disputes off planet.
But that's not going to help you when a guy who gets pummeled almost on a daily basis, because he goes walking now, he walks everywhere to train his body. Yes, that means he goes and walks all across the United States, goes across, and he trains his body, and he gets pummeled, he gets beat down, and he still gets up and he still fights.
Someone has Goku syndrome.
He does stuff that normal humans shouldn't, and that's what he is a normal human.
Yes, but normal humans have peaks. She-Hulk is beyond that normal human. And she has dealt with a lot of stuff off-world. She is,
She-Hulk has that gamma steroids. She-Hulk is on steroids, because I guarantee you...
But Ryu goes on steroids as well with his evil side. Difference is, She-Hulk's in control. So no matter how strong she is, she has the mental capacity to use it to her advantage.
I mean, unless she lets her cousin rape her and get her pregnant and spawn off babies. I mean, that's pretty smart to me. Whereas Ryu just wants to fight the best fighter, and he goes around and he does that, and he builds his body to the point where
you're just pretty much going for the low blows. You know, oh, okay, that happened in this apocalyptic universe where everything went to shit. It was so bad, you know, even like
she could have left. As you said, she's an intergalactic lawyer. Why can't she go up into space in during that time and get away from her cousin? Am I not right? And she's so bad that her comics has been canceled so many times right along with the Hulk. Whereas Ryu keeps putting out new games. Ryu keeps popping up in newer stuff.
Well, yeah, putting out new games, even though a fighting game is kind of easier to put out, and he's not the only selling factor. With She-Hulk comic, she is front and center. You read this for her. A Street Fighter game, you have what? Cammy, Chun-Li, what's his name? Of course, guy, I can't remember his name.
M. Bison.
M. Bison. You have an entire slew of characters that are with him. She-Hulk, you watch it mainly, you read this mainly for her. Why do I read She-Hulk? For She-Hulk. Why do you read Captain America for Captain America?
Let me stop you there. Most of She-Hulk's appearances are with teams. When you see She-Hulk, unless you read her standalone stuff, which is not that great, you read her standalone stuff, that's the only time she's by herself. When you see her, she's usually with the team, and guess where she's at? Where she needs to be, in the background. She's not a foreground character. She's not a character you highly want to invest in. She is a lawyer that somehow got lucky enough to become a Hulk. She didn't even want this life. She still doesn't want this life.
But she deals it day in and day out. I mean, she not only with, you know, fighting big bads and I'm going to design. I said she's a lawyer. She can deal with she dealt with all that while holding a lawyer career and having her own law office. And she has, in one of the comics, defended Captain America himself as he was aging.
Is that done?
Any closing statements y'all want to do?
Ryu is a peak human condition. He is the one that can go toe-to-toe with She-Hulk and knock She-Hulk out.
My rebuttal to that, She-Hulk is beyond human. She can increase her strength a multitude of times, and you read the comics for her. Unlike Street Fighter and some other fighting games, you have other characters.
Alrighty.
Okay. I was actually hoping to hear a little bit more about what each character is capable of instead of an argument of rape and office attorney.
Yeah.
I gave you my guys what he could do.
If you would have focused on more of her abilities and not she's a lawyer.
Well,
it would be better if she was going up against Ace Attorney.
In all fairness, her comics go more toward her lawyering career than they do anything else.
Okay, so she doesn't do a whole lot in her solo series.
For the most part, she does some team-ups, but she also has taken quite a beating. Her own rival, I think, was Titan or something, who is a super strong character herself. Walks into She-Hulk's office, pummels her, and we have an extended fight for about
wait a minute now. We can't. He's giving extra information.
But no, that is the same argument I brought up.
But then he shouldn't be able to
stop. Okay. Based on your arguments, there's not really a whole lot showing that if Evil Ryu comes up, the whole destroy your soul thing, that goes straight to the soul. Could She-Hulk tank it?
I believe she could. She's been through quite a lot. I mean, as I said, intergalactic. I mean, she has had contact with intergalactic beings.
Has she ever taken a hit like that before? That went straight for the soul?
Not that I can remember.
Okay. That's the main reason why I'm leaning towards Ryu. And you also gave a feat of strength of Hadouken.
No, Shuriken
a mountain.
Mm-hmm. Shuriken.
Whereas the highest feat of strength I saw from here was throwing stuff and taking on others that are about her scale without really giving too much context as to the scale.
Alright.
Okay. So, Marcus, Magma Cleric, gets 1 point.
Woo! We're on the board, Magma Knights!
I got 2.
Okay.
I only need to win 1.
1 to 2. I really wish we had a fact checker.
I know, right? We would.
Yeah.
If you guys would like to be a part of the Magma Cleric production show and crossover battles as a fact checker, please email me and I will see your credentials.
Until then, it's the comments, pretty much.
Who wants it?
I'll take it.
Yep. Don't say who it is yet. Okay. There you go. Okay. Eric, who you got?
The Link Ocarina of Time.
Marcus.
I've got Marge Simpson.
Oh, yes!
And let me tell you, Marge Simpson is going to beat Link from Ocarina of Time.
Okay. Opening statements.
Go first, Link.
Okay, this is a challenge on me. I did not grow up with Nintendo.
Woo!
But
Don't kill him, folks.
I'm
Don't
also
kill him.
up against Marge Simpson. But let's say this out. Everyone knows Link, even me. Defender of Hyrule, rescuer of Zelda, and defeater of Ganon. Travels the entire world, going from one temple to another. Yes, acquiring some help, but that's game mechanics. And saving the world multiple times.
Alright, so Marge Simpson has to do with Homer Simpson. Okay? And there has been plenty of times where Marge has been a boxer and has knocked the hell out of people. Marge has been a professional wrestler and got totally jacked and was able to lift a woman 2 times her size over her head and slam her down. Marge has time traveled before. Marge wields a vacuum cleaner as her weapon. And she may or may not be a bunny underneath of her hair.
Okay. Fight.
Okay, so Marge Simpson, right off the
She
bat.
can't compete because Link is chosen by destiny itself. Every game is Link chosen to defend Hyrule, defeat Ganon, rescue Zelda, go against all manner of monstrosities, and even save the world from the moon itself.
Okay.
The big old giant grinning moon that he has a timetable to do.
Okay, so let me tell you this, okay? Link is a good guy. Link is not going to sit there and attack a woman. But Marge is crazy as shit, okay? Because she has to be. She has to deal with Homer Simpson, Bart Simpson, Lisa Simpson, and her 2 sisters, okay? So she's going to go and she's going to get enraged and she's going to beat him over the head with her vacuum cleaner. No, sir!
I want to check something with the ref here.
Okay.
Is this death battle style where no matter who it is to the death, they will kill?
Yes.
Okay, that's out the window.
Marge picks him up because I'm assuming this is from Ocarina of Time, which I have against both of you guys because he just said Link from Ocarina of Time. So I am saying it's the Kid Link. She picks Kid Link up because that's who you play as first. Lifts him over her head and bang over her knee, and then she vacuums up the remains. And not only that, she has picked up in the Simpsons game, if we are using everything as canon, she has picked up a wrecking ball and swung it around and threw it a good 30 feet.
Yeah.
And that's a wrecking ball.
Marge might be able to pick up Link, but Link has gone against what? He has to go through multiple temples and the water temple that everyone hates, and face off against a boss in every temple before he can even touch the boss of Ocarina of Time, which, if I'm correct, that should be... No, Ocarina of Time's not my supposed, but still, multiple bosses, multiple gear at that too, so at any point, like, oh, she lifts me up. Heavy boots. And also, to your child one, the Ocarina. He has access to multiple songs, which are nothing but a couple of notes, and then it happens. So, what's to stop him from becoming an adult Link?
Do you really? Because you know most of them either teleport him somewhere else, or they make the day turn to night, or they bring the rain. The ocarina itself is pointless. She will smash it before he gets a chance with her awesome vacuum cleaner of justice. The justice vacuum cleaner sucks the evil out of everything. Marge Simpson,
Link is nowhere near evil.
Can Link honestly handle living with Homer Simpson and all his gags and stuff? No.
I'm pretty sure he could handle Homer.
No, he can't.
As he has to deal with Zelda.
Okay, so I would rather deal with a princess that's not there most of the time and is completely silent. Yes, thank you, man. Where's my check? Whereas Homer is a drunk, alcoholic moron most of the time, and then she's got to deal with her bratty ass son.
But who's the one that has the most jobs between the two of them? Homer. Homer gets into all these different jobs out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. He is underqualified for his own job.
That's because Marge has to stay home and take care of the kids because Homer is incompetent
for all about 8 hours of the day.
So not only is she doing that, she's also been part of the mob. She's run her own baking shop, her own sandwich shop. She is
so she ran some businesses. How are they going to help her in a fight against Link, who has
because she
faced
will
multiple horrors of the world?
Link. Link is a silent dumbass. We all know it. Link is a silent dumbass.
Who manages to multiple times save the world
luckily
himself.
manages to save the world. on pure luck alone.
How is it luck? How is it luck that you have to go through all these temples, which are puzzles themselves? This is not a luck thing. This is he has to use his wits and his mind.
Okay.
He is not an idiot to solve all these puzzles, get all this gear to face off against the final boss of each fucking section and each game. Yes, I know it's arguing a time, but I'm kind of not in my element here.
Well, my closing argument is I believe Marge would win in this death battle. She would pick him up, throw him 30 feet across the room, jump, and smash the vacuum cleaner into his face and suck out the evil with the vacuum cleaner of justice.
What evil? Link has been the hero for every time. The only thing close to that is Shadow Link. And again,
where do you think Shadow Link comes
has
from?
been through all of these trials. He's been through, again, multiple temples. He's been through trial after trial after trial. And you're saying that someone who's a housewife who, because of cartoon physics, cartoon and game physics, is able to lift a wrecking ball is going to stop him. He plows through monster after monster and Ganondorf. Likely he's beast mode, as I said. Not a Nintendo person, so.
Okay.
Alright, closing statements, that was it.
That seemed to be the real king chain armor. Right
Yeah.
there. You don't really have a.
Yeah, I'm going
much
off of a
knowledge
lot
Hey,
of
Link.
That's okay, because you got the Wild Arm syndrome, because I didn't know a damn thing about Wild Arms.
And
But I didn't knew more than
And you're
I think
pointing
more about
out
Link
what a
than
lot
you
of the
did.
songs that the Ocarina does really went against him. Because you didn't seem to know what a lot of them did. I don't even know what a lot of
Well,
them
I
did.
didn't know that at some point you can actually go to change to him being an adult. I'm not sure where that came in. I
He's
assume it
got to
was
go
Ocarina.
to the temple and pull the sword out.
Oh, okay.
Pull the master sword out to go into his adult
Mm.
form.
If we take it with just raw physical strength, without any weapons, Marge gets it because a wrecking ball is easily
8 to 10 times.
several tons, whereas Link requires extra items to be able to do that. And dealing with Homer's bullshit definitely.
But this is a fight.
But it helps her in the fight. Because she can be...
Well, I'm not sure it helps in a fight, but I will definitely give respect to Marge for dealing with
that
Homer and
bullshit.
Bart, and the young Lisa as well.
I'm sorry, Eric. I had to give him.
I know.
Holy crap, a joke character!
I
I want you to see this, guys. I want you to see this. I just won. No lie. I just won
I honestly wrote that down.
with Marge
That's a defense.
Simpson.
I know.
Marge
It's hard to
Simpson
defend
now.
against something that you don't know.
Well, it's
That's how
it's
he
hard
won
to
with
defend
Wild
something
Arms,
you
because
don't
I had
know.
to submit to that one.
Funny
There you go.
thing is, I haven't completed Wild Arms yet.
The second one?
Nope.
Oh.
Like first, something always stops me, and I want every time I want to play, I want to start again so I can get the story again. So
Alright, here we go.
Last round, people. Who wants it first?
just give it to me. He's been first multiple times.
We're tied right now, guys. Come on, give me something good.
Okay, Eric.
Powerpuff Girls.
Okay. Marcus.
Came from Lost Odyssey.
Kime Argonaut.
Oh,
Argonaut.
Kime Argonaut.
Okay.
Fuck.
Opening statements. Marcus.
Time is the main character of Lost Odyssey.
I think we need a redo of that one.
No.
No.
Oh, no redoing. All right.
No redos. There's no redos in this show.
We are tired, so you know.
Continue.
Oh, that's it. It's Kime from Lost Odyssey. He's the main character.
Eric.
Powerpuff Girls. What can I say? The three little girls who just fight crime on a daily basis and are tough as nails. Even Bubbles, who has the most challenging personality of them all. She's just a lucky little girl, but she can still pack a punch. And they all do this before bedtime.
Okay. Fight.
So, Kai would start off with some kind of magic. He would throw
You are
something.
wrong! You
Oh,
are wrong right off the start!
he would go in for the kill. What he'd do is he'd grab Buttercup and tell her, he'd be like, they were laughing at you. And they think you're the weakest Powerpuff Girl of them all.
I highly doubt that because they're all sisters. Granted, yes, I understand sibling rivalry is a tough thing. I don't understand it personally. I don't have a sister, but I've seen like how sisters can get on each other's nerves. But at the end of the day, they love each other, and they're close friends as well. I don't think like, oh well, they said some mean things. Bubble would go and just beat them up. It's like they did. Like no, they didn't. They're my sisters.
Okay, I have to concede to this one because I have no idea who this guy is.
Well,
Except I've seen him on the box art.
Okay.
That is it.
Are you sure you want to concede?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, congratulations, Eric.
What are you talking about? I can still manage to win this.
best 3 out of 5. I got my
Yeah.
third one just now.
Yeah, but it's still, we were tied.
It was
No, it's-
Goldar,
no,
followed by Brad from Wild Arms, and this is the third being Power
This is the 5th round. You have to
Oh,
be 3
okay,
out of
yeah.
5.
That's right. Alright, well, congratulations.
And by the way, Kyne's not a magic user. He actually has one of the worst out of all the immortals of the
I don't.
game. Yeah, I know.
No,
I know. That's why I just
honestly.
pointed out the second you did that. It's
Okay,
like
I
bullshit.
think we did pretty good right here.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. I am Marcus, the Magma Cleric.
I am Eric, the Wild Red Ranger.
I'm Alex, the fight coordinator.
And this has been Crossbite.